has been an absolutely wonderful battle between a wounded world champion and a raging young pretender. Enjoy the last 3 laps again.
Over the line he goes, 0.4 of a second ahead of Michael Schumacher.
You First means a bank that's in step with you. Like our new Note for Note programme. You donate the spare pennies from your account each month. And we'll donate too. Note for Note Music for Schools programme. Just one of the ways we're working to put you first. Sign up at lloydstsb.com.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, should we go somewhere a little quieter?
Oh, no, standing there would be good.
New Foster's Super Chilled. Well, you wouldn't want a warm beer, would you?
There's a new moisture control compost that not only contains Miracle Grow plant food, but also has natural fibres that store and release water just when it's needed. So you get miraculous plant growth. Get bigger, more beautiful plants with new moisture control compost from Miracle Grow.
In the future, everyone will protect their eyes from sun damage just like they protect their skin. Transitions lenses block harmful UV rays and automatically shield your eyes from glare by adjusting to changing light. So don't wait until tomorrow. The danger is here today. And so is the protection. Ask your optician about Transitions lenses.
Nice car, mate.
New Astra Sport Hatch. Go drive.
An absolutely brilliant climax to a completely unpredictable Grand Prix here at Imola. Without doubt, the finest race of the season so far.
And for my money, for many seasons as well, Fernando Alonso, the winner, Michael Schumacher in second place, Button, first points, first podium, third. Wirtz, I'd like to see him get a full-time drive in fourth place. Sato, both BARs in that top 5. Villeneuve, big improvement from the former world champion under big pressure at Sauber. And then the 2 Toyotas, both scoring 3 points their return. We go straight to the press conference.
Renault, Fernando Alonso. Fernando, really, it's over to you. What an absolutely blistering last 12 laps of the race. Michael Schumacher, 1.5 seconds behind you as he came out from that last pit stop. Take us through the closing stages.
Yeah, it was probably one of the best fights I had. I knew that Michael was more than 1 second faster than me, so you know my only chance was to hold him up a little bit in the middle of the corner and then to be in the throttle a little bit earlier than him, just to have this little space for the straights. And it works well. We had 2 or 3 corners that we were very, very close. But, you know, I was doing my maximum. The tires and the car was not performing perfectly, and I knew that.
In the very closing stages of the race, you were quite close to slower traffic in front of you, and it looked as if you were about matching their pace, perhaps staying back from the traffic.
Yes, the last 10 laps, I had the Red Bull and the Williams in front, and I was hoping not to catch them because maybe I lose a little bit of downforce, and Michael was able to overtake me. So in the really slow chicanes and in the slow corners, I was braking more than normal, maybe, just to protect my rear tires and just to keep the gap if it was possible.
Was there ever a moment when a small voice said in your mind, settle for second place, don't make a race of this, you're leading the championship?
No. Always I was hoping for the win. After Kimi retired, I had only one picture for the race, that I was winning the race. So I was ready to fight for the last laps. I really want the victory here.
Well, congratulations, a fantastic victory. Michael, what a day, really over to you as well. From 13th on the grid, obviously slowed down a lot in the early stages in traffic there, but once they came in for their earlier pit stops, you had a much longer first stint there. The race became yours.
Yeah, indeed. That was obviously the strategy due to the weather condition and position we had been after yesterday's qualifying. I'm not sure if I should be, I'll put it this way, I'm happy in one way for the race. I'm obviously quite excited. I'm naturally on the other side a bit disappointed to what happened to me this morning. I mean, if you think through what would have happened if this didn't happen, it would have been the perfect day for us. But here you go. We got a second place. We had a stunning pace and performance. That's what we take out of this race after a tremendous effort and work from everybody within the team. Test team, engineers, test drivers, Luca Badoea, Marc Genet. Everybody was just flat out working and on the limiter, and it paid out. And I have to say a big thank you as well to Bridgestone, who have suffered in the first stage of the season from some publicity, and I think they get back some very good one pretty soon. This was the first step, and I think there's some more to come.
He's been sucking on those misery pills again, but great drive from him, wasn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, if anybody had any doubts about him, that just proved everybody wrong. I mean, we said we were going to be a cracker of a race. We saw that, and he talks about rabbits out of hats, and that's the biggest rabbit I've seen in a long time.
That was a monster rabbit, wasn't it, really? Kimi Räikkönen could have been involved, probably should have been involved, and great disappointment at his early breakdown in that McLaren Mercedes.
I think Räikkönen could have been a contender for the win of this race. Just talking to a couple of the guys there after this event here, where Kimi had a fundamental problem, dropped him out of the lead after a fantastic start and an awesome pace. Let's not forget that. The situation is that he had a lot of fuel on board. They were only down for 2 stops, and they were supremely confident that the win was going to come to him. You can see Kimi's not happy, walked into the hospitality, and we haven't seen any more of him.
What did you make of that incident when Jenson Button got overtaken by Michael Schumacher?
Shrewd Michael Schumacher. I think he just caught Jenson napping slightly, unfortunately. They came up to the very anti-outer chicane, and you could see the back markers are there, and he's just really summing up what's going to go on with the back markers. He's read it supremely, and he just stuffed it down the inside. Jenson done a sensible thing. He noticed that he was there, didn't put the move on Michael, and Michael just pulled one over his eyes. I mean, that's a world champion for you.
And a possible future world champion, the way Alonso held him off at the end. Brilliant stuff.
Well, I mean, Alonso, we've just seen him in a press conference. He's a cool cookie. And you know, I have to say, you got the world champion breathing down your neck, and that guy was everywhere. Schumacher put his car in his nose in every little place on the track. Alonso didn't miss a beat.
But without that slip this morning, how powerful is that new Ferrari?
Well, I think we've seen that. 2 seconds a lap, as Martin Brundle said in the commentary, per lap for such a distance. That thing's awesome.
But terrific entertainment for everybody out there and for us here as well.
Fantastic. I can't wait.
Okay, Mark, thank you very much indeed. We have exciting times ahead for you here on ITV Sport. Let me just run through what is coming up here over the next 10 days or so. Our highlight show just after midnight tonight. Coming up live on Tuesday night is the first UEFA Champions League semi-final. It's AC Milan against PSV Eindhoven at the San Siro. The championship that is entering a fascinating last lap, 9:25 next Sunday morning. And at 1:30 Sunday lunchtime, also right here on ITV1, we have the Rally Italia from Sardinia. a week on Tuesday, a massive European football night. It is the decisive second leg at Anfield, Liverpool against Chelsea. Meantime, we return in a couple of weeks and Spain is all set for an Alonso Lovin. We go live, qualifying one from 11:30 on the Saturday. Our pre-race show, that kicks off just after midday. Highlights from Barcelona around midnight. We have all enjoyed a great Grand Prix. A mighty drive from Michael Schumacher. Jenson Button is back. But Alonso has passed the ultimate driving test. Ole. Cheerio.
F1 on ITV, sponsored by LG. If you'd like to know more about Formula One, the website sponsored by LG is itv.com/F1.